Liverpool fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man, Sai. Great news everybody, I officially purchased the tickets for Liverpool versus Yokohama SS seats. They were the only ones available, but we're going baby. We're going to do the live match analysis, tactical preview and a vlog of Yokohama, Japan as well. Can't wait. Thank you everyone for supporting. Also, this is a video about Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz. Can they play together? Is it one or the other? How would they fit in the system? That was a great question posed in the comments in the last video, and I always aim to please. I personally reply to every single comment, so make sure you drop a comment down below and I will take the time to reply to you, giving you a proper answer. Make sure to smash a like on this video as well. And guys, we're only 258 subscribers away from the magical 10k. Yatta! Let's do it, Yosha! Get in there, my son. So this is a channel of substance abundance. Subscribe if you haven't already.
The cream of the crop!
And let's get to the formation tactics board to see how Szoboszlai and Wirtz can slot in together. And speaking of slot, I have a feeling that he's going to use Szoboszlai just as much as he's going to use Florian Wirtz in the upcoming season, right? Let's have a looky. While I'm setting this up, I just want to say a few things. So Michael Edwards actually wanted Florian Wirtz when he was a youngster back in Mainz back in 2025 years ago. But push comes to shove, we couldn't get the deal through, and he kept in touch with his family and put the underlying foundation work to get Wirtz here eventually. So thank you, Michael Edwards, for planting the seeds. They're sprouting now in terms of world-class Florian Wirtz, and we're going to benefit from the fruits of your labor with Wirtz being a signing. And Frimpong gave the game away by having a video of Frimpong x Wirtz. Have a looky. Yeah, in his story on Instagram. Amazing news, by the way. Mamacita Mami, Miyazaki Mama is locked out of Instagram. So yeah, I don't know what all that is about, but try to get access there. And also, I've messed up my shoulder in the gym. Probably bad form or too heavy, and had to get a cortisone injection there today. Ouch. It is what it is. Let's go with the flow. Also, Justin Kluivert's given the ball away with Kerkez as well, saying in an interview that he believes Kerkez will end up at Liverpool. So yeah, don't be afraid or timid about the lack of progress. Wirtz and Kerkez are more or less signed, sealed and delivered, baby. Okay, so let's look at the potential system with Szoboszlai and Wirtz. A lot of people are saying that Florian Wirtz will take Szoboszlai's 10th position, and he may well do. The three positions I see Florian Wirtz playing are false 9 striker at the top, number 10, and inside forward on the left. On occasion as well, if needs must, he can drop into the 8 role as well. But let's go with this system for now, okay? So Florian Wirtz in the false 9 allows us our first choice midfield from last season. Probably Gakpo. We don't know what's going to happen with Lucho Diaz. We'll go off to Barcelona. We'll go off to Saudi. Will he stay and be our first choice number 9? If he's our number 9, Lucho Diaz, then Wirtz goes in the 10 spot, or it could be Szoboszlai. Let's have a look at this system, okay? So build up from the back. We're anticipating that Gravenberch probably plays halfback, as that's what he tried in the system there, which means Van Dijk and Konate split. Now, when you look at other tactics channels and other mainstream studios, right, with their budget and many staff and research, they have Bradley and Kerkez almost up there. And I beg to differ. I don't think that is the case. I don't think that is the starting position, because Kerkez, in my mind, sticks in the 6th position, allowing Van Dijk, front-footed defender, in that void there, in the gap, right? He stays in the line of 6 with Maka. Szoboszlai covers on this side for the fact that Mo Salah likes to go inside forward. So you have the overlapping option there, and you have the overlapping option in Conor Bradley as well, right? Szoboszlai is more facilitated on the right half than in the left half space. We have seen on the left, but he's not as effective. Maka can play a role there, but Maka is actually super effective on the right-hand side as well. So we're going to look at a system with Maka on the right-hand side fairly shortly. And Conor Bradley in this role will be given the license there, because you unlock Salah by starting him in this position or allowing him to transition into that position from out wide, right? Szoboszlai will give Salah a free role because Salah's lack of defensive tracking, as tactically planned by Slot, Szoboszlai will be his legs dropping into that position. Gravenberch will be the intelligent shadow, but he's also got to go in the line of the defensive situation, allowing for 3 at the back, which means on defensive transition, we've got a wide defender in Konate, a wide defender in Van Dijk, 3 front-footed aerial threats for any balls in behind or any balls into the midfield third as well. And you have your double cover or double pivot or you can have your box pivot depending on shape and placement of your teammates as well, right? So let's get back into this kind of system here. What Wirtz will do is Wirtz will drop back into the line and befuddle opposition, because what you're going to end up with now, right? What you're going to end up with now is no real player for the central defender to mark, because they're going to float in between the inside forward Mazzala positions on both sides. We've got a roaming number 10. If they split the ocean, then Szoboszlai can run through with power running. He can even run through with power running and take the defender away, allowing Salah a cross or a shot into Wirtz to play from there. So by playing in front of the opposition like we did against Manchester City with Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai up front with dual 10s who are neither forwards or false 9s but literal dual 10s, we befuddled the opposition and we overload the midfield, and literally there's nothing going through on transition. We know the containment zones on the gap in between players. We have the triangles to close it down, and safe as houses, just they're going to set up with a low block, and we're still going to have to get through the various lines of a low block, which is where the long shooting of Wirtz comes in real handy. The long shooting of Gakpo comes in handy as well, and the back post crossing, whether he cuts inside or not, will come in handy, as well as cutting on inside forward and the first time ball from Kirkes into the box where Salah or Bradley will go in. More likely Frimpong around the outside. But Bradley can underlap and undercut as well, which means Salah will be high or wide in that situation. So Florian Wirtz in the false 9 position gives you the extra body in front of the opposition. You want Florian Wirtz on the ball in front of opposition because he is deadlier than Mo Salah in a congested space, for the fact that he can dribble out of the tightest spaces, and it's absolutely amazing. And why would you have him in the false 9? Because Szoboszlai is literally an extra man on offensive and defensive transition because of his intensity in the sprint. If he needs to be the extra man, he'll get there before the opposition. If he needs to be the forward line run, so Salah has space on the outside to come inside as well, he can get there. On the transition, he will bust a gut to become the extra body in midfield, track from behind, tackle from behind like Nunes likes to do as well. I'm going to do a Nunes redemption arc video, by the way, because there's a lot of misunderstanding about Nunes' worth and what happened in the last season as well. I want to clarify that. We may still sell him this summer. We probably will sell him this summer, but it's worth a video because I think there is a clear agenda against him online. And yeah, there's no Anfield agenda in the crowds and in the stadium, because they cheer him. They're like, Nunes, but there's a lot of toxicity online and underappreciation of his contributions to the title winning cause, because he definitely had an effect even when he was having a bit of an off day or bad performance. We'll get into that in a different video, digressing just a little bit. So Szoboszlai's intensity in the sprint allows him to get into the key positions to cover and be the extra man, which is super effective, because even though he's not the most glamorous on the ball and not the most silky, just having the outlet, the extra man, is good. And even though I say he's not the most silky, he has the ceiling and potential to be the most silky, because he's a really technical player, just needs to add some bravery to his game. And before, he's always offloading it to Salah, offloading Salah. But in this case, I don't actually mind him offloading it to Wirtz, because Wirtz will make the magic happen, baby. Off you go. Play him in you go, and shoot across Gakpo the back post. Either a slid ball into Gakpo to finish, to head, or he's going to shoot himself if he's close enough to the goal. So Szoboszlai being the dummy runner, Wirtz facilitated in a 10. Szoboszlai being an intelligent shadow, allowing Wirtz a free roll. Wirtz presses incredibly hard as well. He's just a total all-around player. Wirtz is so much better than Cherki. I'm going to do a video, Ryan Cherki against Florian Wirtz, and why they're not even in the same stratosphere. I'll do that video as well. I've got lots of videos to do. This is why channel substance in abundance. Anyway, false 9, Wirtz, Szoboszlai can play together. Now, Wirtz on occasion will play the 10 slot, and this could be Luis Diaz, right? I imagine that this could be the starting lineup on the opening day as well. Reason? Because Wirtz gets a free roll guarded by 2 in the midfield with the box, hard to penetrate, right? Which means the zones of congestion are there and there again, giving Wirtz a free roam. And usually you have to sit in inside forward and Mazzala positions, but Wirtz is just so good in tight areas that he's one of the only players I would be so confident in the middle congested area, turn the man, or even between the two. He can, get it out wide, or he can slide it through, bunt it out wide, and then in you go again for the Trivela outside pass, and it's a goal all day. Diversion runner, come in yourself, that kind of thing as well. So yeah, I'm just going to slow down and calm down just a little bit, but I don't want to take too long on the video. I appreciate your time, yo. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you all. By the way, I'm going to give a big shout out to everyone who donated to the Yokohama Liverpool Fund. Thank you so much. It's still open, by the way, and everyone who has donated, I'll never forget. I will get something for you, either on the day, a matchday program or scarf or shirt, and I'll make sure it gets to you as well in due time. So thank you everyone for donating, and anyone who wants to contribute to the fund, please feel free. It will really make my day and make my trip as well. And also thank you to the newest members as well, Joe Mo and Amy Slide and Jerome Lee. Thank you so much for joining the Liverpool fan in Japan community. You guys are the best right now. Miyazaki Gan, Ichiban. Wow, what can I say? Super appreciated. Enjoyed exclusive content. I'm going to put lots of content up there, including daily transfer links to Liverpool and what I think, will they come to fruition? Are they value for money? How do they fit tactically, etc. I'll try to make it as fulfilling as possible. So thank you everyone for supporting the channel through YouTube membership. Okay, so back to the tactical formation, right? Luis Diaz is a false 9, false 11 hybrid, because we get this rotation here. We get this kind of rotation where they can go around the houses, and when they do go in that situation, it allows Maka to actually roam into the free spaces. You imagine that we can just play in this sort of form here. Luis Diaz picks up the ball on the left here. Now when Luis Diaz is in half space there, that gives Kirkes the license to roam forward and Van Dijk, because Luis Diaz is not losing the ball on the lateral run. Usually he passes it across to Maka. So what happens is Wirtz, Maka, he sits in that kind of position. Salah's over here. Bradley's already on his bike. Konate goes out wide here. Bradley's got free reign. He's got inside forward playmaker. He's got the best playmaker in the tight positions here. Maka for the long shots. This is how he gets all his goals in the free roaming position, because Lucho Diaz pulls the opposition here, and when opposition on this side, the biggest threat is on the other side of the pitch. Wherever the ball is, the biggest threat is on the other side of the pitch. Never forget that. And Luis Diaz complements this side, allowing Kirkes to get forward, getting it overload on the right hand side, and the ball's coming in to be absolutely gobbled up by Gakpo, who is our best poacher in form and has the knack of getting into the back post at the right time. Do you remember the Man City goal where Salah slid him in? Wirtz will find him for sure, and if not, Wirtz will find Maka, who will scorch it and hit Screamer. Our number 10, Wirtz, appreciates Maka as well. He knows that Maka is our number 10. And Lucho Diaz obviously gets back into form, into the body. If he gets there as well, then literally, what can you do? Okay, so Wirtz can play in the 10 position as well. Now, an interesting thing is Wirtz can also play out wide, especially on the left. Well, he can play anywhere, really. He's just that damn good. But let's look at the situation of Wirtz out wide on the left. If you're imagining this kind of situation, then Szoboszlai comes back into the Szoboszlai. Larry Szoboszlai. Oh my goodness. Szoboszlai. Okay, special gravy. Szoboszlai and Gravner. Okay, so if you look at this kind of formation, obviously Jota and Nunes can be there as well. Now, the advantage of having Wirtz here, right, is you're going to get a supplementary playmaker on the inside forward channel. Now, if these three play close together here, right, you're almost looking at a tight-knit Christmas tree type formation, and it becomes that kind of line there. But once again, depending on Bradley or Frimpong, Bradley can comfortably step in there and allow Kirkes to go up. Frimpong probably stays higher, in which case Kirkes tucks in as well. But in this situation here, you can absolutely play the whips in the middle. Now, what Maka can go inside, Gravenberch in the middle, Szoboszlai can go out wide here, and then you have the two best 10 playmakers in world football in terms of playmaking. His assist ratios, his assist ability and quality with both feet, because Salah is very one-footed, but still very effective when he gets in this position, as seen by the assists last season. You're the two best 10s in world football, because Musiala is more of a dribbler, and Jude Bellingham is more of a late ball end runner on the end of moves, right? So if this was Nunes, if this was Jota, this is any number 9, Šeško, Gyökeres, Ekitike, whoever you want, Retegui at Atalanta, could even be a golden oldie like Mateta at Palace. Getting Wirtz and Salah to feed you through in the perpendicular ball like Jota likes to shoot across, or as a dummy runner coming in yourself to shoot as well, or slid into the back post, or hold up play for the overlap, or if he's going in here, then the central defender has to track here, fullback has to cover for that width, but there's no way, if Kirkes is rampaging, that Wirtz can't find that ball easily, and then we're in a kind of positions that every player, especially centre forwards, like to gobble up as well, right? And Salah will be sniffing for the goals, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So the 10 positions is very, very prominent, and getting Wirtz and Salah into those inside forward positions as often as possible is key to facilitating that on many occasions. The fact that Wirtz plays on the inside gives Kirkes the freedom to go around the outside to dominate, and Kirkes would be going up like a madman, a rampaging pit bull when Wirtz plays on that position, which leaves Maka to hold the line and play the balls through the lines to Szoboszlai, shifted over to Bradley to play from that kind of position as well. And you have total dominance with a ball player, a person who can run through the lines. And on occasion, Wirtz can play deeper to beat the first man, to beat the first press, because this 10 and this 9 isn't always the best presser. So Wirtz can beat him, do him all ends up easily, in which case you've got an advanced Maka and Salah in 10 positions, and that looks just as good in all honesty, although you really want Wirtz in around there as well. But he's so versatile, he is versatile, that wherever he plays, he will facilitate somebody, right? And that is why Szoboszlai can play with Florian Wirtz, because Szoboszlai facilitates the team by plugging the gaps and giving the extra man on occasion on the off-the-ball intense sprints. Even though he's got the quality to shoot himself, of the lot, he will be, not the donkey, but the the workhorse, the mule, the Wijnaldum. Ginny Wijnaldum, put some respect on his name. Dominic Szoboszlai can do that, as well as being the late ball runner, the underlapping runner, the dummy runner, the long ball shooter, etc. So hopefully you guys found that video useful. Make sure to smash a like, subscribe to this channel, Liverpool Fan in Japan, if you haven't already. I'm so excited about the Liverpool-Yokohama match. Keen to meet up with any of you that are coming from Liverpool, you won in the ballots and you got a ticket. I'm sure you're going to be there the day before, right? If you want to meet up in Yokohama, Japan, ping me in Discord. Drop a comment below. Let me know your deets and your agenda, your details, that is. And we can make it happen, baby. You can even come on the channel. Until next time, Miyazaki Man and Miyazaki Gan, which is the army, right? The fund army. The membership army. Ichiban. It means the best. Szoboszlai and Wirtz can play together. He'll have a big role. Everyone loves Domi Schlobbers. Don't put any grease on his name. Good player. Expensive player too. But Wirtz, what a player. And he's ours. Jane means peace.